Golden, my guide here.
Yep.
My boy. So we're going to be together for 6 days. He's just picked me up from my hotel in Arusha, and we're on our way to Tarangire National Park, and the safari begins. Very excited. So you can see we've got awesome safari jeep, and it's just the two of us, so we can kind of do whatever we want.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we've just got to, let me get this right, Tarangire National Park, and I don't know if you can see around me, it's pretty chaotic. There are a lot of different vehicles here. This is the peak season, lots of Europeans here. All these cars are pretty much filled to the brim with people. I'm very lucky that mine is just me, so I have the freedom to move around the car, do whatever the hell I want, and we can go wherever we want. Yeah, so now I'm just waiting for him to get the registration done. He said there's going to be a bit of a queue, so it could take a little while. And then we'll get into this national park, and I understand that this one is sort of really well known for elephants and baobab trees, so looking forward to seeing some elephants. I've never seen an elephant in the wild before, which should be pretty exciting. Okay, we're entering the park. I feel like it's like Jurassic Park. You go through the big gates.
Welcome to Tarangire National Park.
Yeah.
Umeona? Ngamuzi changu kimezima bwana. Wewe vipi? Hujasikia? Utaji.
So if you haven't done a safari before, this is sort of what it looks like. You pop the top, you stand up, and you scan the horizon looking for anything you can. We just saw a family of warthogs, a troop of baboons just crossed in front of us. We saw a tower of giraffes. Now we're just looking for some elephants. I can see something over here. Welcome to Twiga campsite, somewhere near the Serengeti. I'm not exactly sure where, to be honest. As you can see, it is a beautiful campsite. The big security gate, bar, pool and so on. And you can see all the tents, and you can see mine directly behind me here. So, had an awesome day today. Fantastic. We saw so much, including I think 4 out of the 5 of the big 5. We saw a leopard, we saw an elephant, buffalo. What are the rest of them? A lion. We're only missing a rhino. But yeah, fantastic stuff. Tomorrow we've got a huge day, I believe, driving many hours to get across to the Serengeti, and some game drives on the way. And then tonight, dinner, and yeah, just pretty cruisy. I popped across the road actually and just grabbed a Serengeti beer, which is actually bloody lovely. But yeah, tonight, quiet one, fantastic first day. Really looking forward to day 2, and I'm sure it's going to come with some epic video footage. Okay, so today we're on our way to the Serengeti, and on the way we're passing through Ngorongoro Conservation Area.
Yep.
And as you can see, many other people are thinking to do the same thing. So it's quite busy. There are a lot of land cruisers coming through, and we're going to get a crater viewpoint in 6 kilometers, which should be good. And here we go.
Mwingine naenda kumchukua yuko Simba. So now the African massage starts here.
The Africa, it starts here?
Yeah. The end of Tanzania now.
Yeah.
So we are now entering to the Ngorongoro Conservation Area. We have only one conservation area in Tanzania, only Ngorongoro. Ngorongoro is a very unique area because 3 activities are just carried out inside here. That people, livestock and wild animals are living here.
Yeah.
So now we go up 2,600 meters high. As you can see here, where we are entering now from the gate, you can see the forest. As we are heading up to the Serengeti, you can see that area is totally semi-arid, it's dry, because this area is just facing Indian Ocean. So it's just get moisture wind from the Indian Ocean. So that's why you see the forest. Yeah. The other side of the mountain is just dry because it's like a rain shadow. The leeward side of the mountain. So you will see that it's
Totally different.
Totally different.
Wow. Right, here's the viewpoint. Holy crap. This is incredible. So we're at the top of we've just climbed up to 2,600 meters, and this is the view of Ngorongoro crater. Wow. It's got to be one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. So obviously it's a huge crater. just coming over the top of the ridge from Ngorongoro Crater. And Golden said there's only two types of cars that work up here, Toyota and Land Rover, because this road is bumpy and crazy, but these cars handle it very well. But more importantly, as we've come over the top, we've got our first view of Serengeti. Just going out that way, that's the direction we're going. The endless plain it means, and you can see why. But we've still got quite a long way to go.
1 hour to the border of Serengeti and Ngorongoro.
1 hour to the bottom, Serengeti and Ngorongoro, and then from there. But for now, we just keep following these jeeps in the dust. Good fun. Adventure.
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 The guys see the giraffe.
Oh. Oh, yeah, giraffe.
A lot of them, the tower.
Oh, the tower of giraffes.
Yeah, a lot of them.
All through here. So we've come down from off out of the hills down into the plains now. You can just see how flat it is. We've seen some impala, but I think how much further do we have to drive?
Now like 20 kilometers away to the gate.
Okay, 20, we're still 20 kilometers to the gate.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still 20 kilometers to the Serengeti gate. So this is just the beginning, but you can already see how flat it is. Seen a lot of Maasai, bought some honey. Very dry, very, very dry.
There is one just behind the bush. Can you just see the head, yeah?
Yeah.
Just feeding?
Yeah. Okay, we've just reached the entrance to Serengeti National Park. Over there, it's effectively just a gate. But so this is the boundary, and you can see how vast it is. Just endless plains. Actually, Serengeti means, it's a Maasai word that means endless plains. And here you can see, so obviously we're in the dry season now. In the wet season, this would be green, and my understanding is right, would be filled with millions of animals. In terms of the temperature right now, it's not bad. It's probably like, I don't know, I want to say 25 degrees. It's not too hot. So we've been winging our way along the road, coming back this way for quite a while now. I would say a good 2.5 hours. It's been good fun though. You can see everyone stops here, makes their way in. But yeah, just endless plains. I don't know if you'll be able to see on camera, but there's a tower of giraffes back there. Right, okay. Let's get moving. Let's get in there. Let's find some lions.
At the first we are deciding whether to go. No, where to go. Then I went.
Chekio kipande pandisha chekio vumbi nyingi sana.
But
Okay, we've arrived in our campsite after an awesome day. It's really hard to actually capture footage when you're in the Jeep because you do stop plenty, but a lot of the time you're sort of slowly moving and
it's really more one of these things that you just need to be here, because you end up just with your binoculars trying to spot things, and the last thing you want to do is just be on your camera or your phone all day. So I'm not sure how much good footage I'll get. I'm sure there's some, but yeah, you just have to come do it for yourself. But you can see here, this is our campsite, which I forget the name of. It might be called Twiga Campsite, I'm not sure. This is my little tent. We stopped at the nearby Serengeti bar and picked up a couple beers so that me and my guide could have a couple cold ones, because it's been a long hot day. She's pretty basic here in terms of facilities. It's my tent. You can see they've done recently a controlled wildfire burn off in the distance. You can see a lot of it, and this is obviously to stop wildfires when the grass gets too long, which kind of makes it look a little bit ugly, but I mean, that's just life out here, the way it has to be. So the other thing you'll notice too, there are no fences, there's no boundary here. A lion could just walk right into camp, but apparently this is not really the lion spot. It doesn't mean they can't come here, but the big cats were further over. But we just before saw some zebras and other things just over here, so anything can happen, I guess. Be careful if you go to the toilet at night. Yeah. We're going to get to see a pretty epic sunset, apparently, when the sun comes down from the clouds and sets over there. All these beautiful African trees. But, you know, the other stuff we saw earlier in the day was more green, even though this is the dry season. This campsite, I'll admit, it's not the most beautiful spot. If that didn't have the wildfire burn off, it probably would, but yeah, still pretty awesome nonetheless. But this will be our base for 3 nights. So from here every day we're going to go to different parts of Serengeti and try and track down all the animals we can. We've already pretty much seen all of them, so it's just trying to find those best experiences. Anyway, let's have a beer and relax after a big day. Good morning from the Serengeti. Car is running, ready to go. You can see some tents in the background here. That was my tent. Oh no, you can't quite see mine. It's over in the corner near the edge, but heard some funky noises last night. There were hyenas everywhere and some things shuffling around outside my tent, but I'm not sure what they are. And my guide had told me a freaky story about 11 lions surrounding his tent one night when he was in southern Serengeti, and that set the tone for the night. But anyway, they're loading up the lunch now and we're about to hit the road. It's nice and early, it's not hot, and I feel like we're going to have a very good day. Let's crack into it. Alright, we're on the move, and it's a bit of a different vibe this morning. You can see a hot air balloon in the background there, but a lot of animals are nocturnal, you know, so they're up through the night, like the big cats and so on. It's about 7, so it's not super early, but maybe we might see something moving around. Still trying to find a place to sleep for the day. It's nice, the sun's not as hot. You've got that nice reddish glow from the sunrise coming in. I can see another hot air balloon in the distance here. This really is an animal playground out here in a way. Alright, looking forward to a big day. Oh my god.
Calling. This was there. What's that there?
Oh, I got the GPS.
Yeah, JP.
Oh my god, look how many cubs there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, calling.
Push it to the front.
Oh, the
Hasn't
cubs,
been.
the
How do we
cubs.
do it? Oh my god, they are so cute. Oh my. Unbelievable. Okay, we've just been looking on the hunt, and we found a part of a pride of a large pride of lions, and there were 10 lion cubs which just crossed the road, and then so we've just done a big loop around. We're the only ones here because they're coming through, and they're going to make their way through to the river. You can see in the distance the mother is just leading the way, and you can just start to see the cubs coming through. There's going to be 10 of them. They're all going to pass right by us. Look at them all coming.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. We're so lucky.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh my god. Wow, that's crazy. That's funny. So we're heading over, is this the western part of the Serengeti? We're just driving along, and here's a local resident that's sharing the road with us. I wonder why she's taking the road instead of the... Wow.
עוד היא חוברת בחזרה לקבוצה של לביאות שהיו פה.
And they are coming to our direction.
Yeah, no.
Holy crap.
nimetangulia huko mbele.
Maybe they can just seek the shade and walk.
All these are older males. So we got word that there was a leopard by one of the vehicles that we were passing by when we were going in the opposite direction. So we swung around and we've just driven probably 20 minutes towards southern Serengeti, and it's a totally different landscape down here. It's like the Lion King. These big kopjes they're called, which are the big rock formations. Definitely leopard territory. So there's a few vehicles with us. Yeah, possibly the leopard may have left now. We're not sure, but it's amazing scenery down here. It really changes as you move around Serengeti, and there's not as many vehicles down here, which is cool. I mean, look behind me there, you can see, just reminds you of the Lion King. Stunning. Absolutely love it. Too slow.
No.
Oh no?
No.
Oh.
Oh, they can take on.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Missed.
Go on, girl.
Mess up.
Catch it.
Don't go there.
Oh, she's stalking.
To that baby.
Oh, the baby.
Yeah.
The baby needs to get over there.
Yeah. Oh. The baby is too short. The grass is
Too long.
too long, yeah.
She lost it. Good morning. It's another beautiful day in the Serengeti. As you can see, a perfect day. And today we're going east. We're going to follow the sun as it rose. And hopefully today what we might see some cheetahs, maybe. Yeah, just some different stuff. Get away from the crowds. Looking forward to it. So apparently it's a bit of a drive to get over there. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed yesterday when we explored and we went down more southern Serengeti and a different landscape and not so many cars, and you're just seeing a different scenery, which was really enjoyable. So today we're going to do the same thing all day long. Just sitting here waiting on our way to East Serengeti, and and we've just followed a leopard for the last 20 minutes, and now there's this big bull elephant. He was way out over there, and he's slowly been making his way in our direction, so we're just sort of patiently waiting, hoping he might pass right by us. We think that he's going to the rest of his herd, which is way over there, but there's no one else around us. It's really beautiful out here. He's getting closer and closer. Just waiting patiently. So we've been heading out east, and we just found this big boy. He is what we call a big boss. So how old would he be? Maybe like 12? Older?
Yeah.
He might be like...
He's a black man.
He is a big boss.
I think they were just eating somewhere. Was the one, the first giant there we saw blood on the leg, yeah?
Yeah.
Yowling.
They were full belly. Wow, we've just seen so many lions, like right up close. And one of the lions we just saw before, the female, she was grumpy. She looked right at us and was like, "Argh." They just want to have a sleep. You can see where we are. It's just beautiful. It's just open grassland as far as you can see. And there's lions everywhere. We just saw a mother, you can just see in the background with her cub. But we're trying to find a cheetah if we can. Normally there's one around here, but yeah, we're going to keep looking. There's not much left of it. What is that?
The pounds of gazelle.
Oh yeah.
The Thompson gazelle.
Okay, we are way out at the moment. We've been driving close to 4 hours to get to where we are out east Serengeti. My guide said he hasn't been out this far in a few years. So we're just coming up to this kopje here. This is going to be our turning round point to make our way back. This kind of area, apparently lions and cheetahs. Really the cheetah is what we've been looking for. It's the toughest thing to find, it seems. I did see one the other day, but from a distance. You can just see here, it's just vast plain, nothing else. Very, very cool. Really a long way out here. We've driven hours to get to where we are. There's only one other car in sight actually. We just saw them pull off. We could see through the binoculars they're looking at something. We're not sure what. We think it could be a lion, but you never know, it could be a cheetah, but we're going to cross over and see what they were looking at. But yeah, we are a long way out here. Not many people come this far out, but it certainly makes it exciting. So let's see what it is they're looking at. I can see in front of their car, I can see something sitting there. Okay, it looks like we're about to find out it's a cheetah. Or is it a lion? No, it's a lion. Or is it a cheetah? It's a lion and a cub. Oh, it's a cheetah. It's a cheetah and a cub. It is a cheetah and a cub. Wow. We just found these elephants on the way back. They're eating the sausage fruit off the tree, giving themselves a good rub, and you can see in the background the rest of the herd coming. Nice green area for them. Look at the little one reaching up. We've just had our bush lunch. This is bush lunch in the Serengeti. So we've just come from that way, a long way. We've been driving for hours that way and we've just come back. We just passed 2 lions just over here. That kopje there, I think there's more lions there, but they don't hunt during the day or anything, so Golden tells me we're fully safe. But yeah, beautiful spot to have lunch. Right in the middle of the Serengeti. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that. It's our last morning in Serengeti, last day before we head to Ngorongoro. We're just exploring. We just saw a leopard back there, which is the 4th leopard we've seen. Saw a cheetah earlier from a distance. Just saw a tower of giraffes, but you can see just open plains here. Yeah, just cruising. Just cruising. Some Tommies. Yeah, nice and quiet. Are we heading over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've still got a long way to drive.
Yeah.
A long way. The Tommies, all in one line.
Roja, fanya hivyo, kauze huyu wa juu kabla hajashuka. Kushoto kwangu. Sawa sawa. Baba, asante. Nashukuru sana.
Broken cars everywhere up here. They're all the private ones.
Yeah.
All the private cars are broken down. Get a guide. Recently there's been a strike with the Maasai people and they haven't been letting people pass, and you can see there's thousands of them. They're all congregating here.
The police, you see the police?
Yeah. Right at our campsite. Where are they going?
And they just enough in the front.
And there's and a giraffe down there. This is a good campsite. Okay, welcome to Simba Camp. This is my final camp for this whole safari. Behind me, you can just see in the distance the outline of Ngorongoro crater, which is where we're heading tomorrow, which is going to be spectacular. It's a World Heritage Site, I believe. You'll notice just down here, just some zebra, just casually hanging out next to my tent. And you wouldn't believe it, but when we walked in, when we drove in the driveway, 2 bull elephants just walked right past us and crossed the road, and then literally 10 meters away there were 5 giraffes just chilling out. So it might be called Simba Campsite, but it's certainly the campsite of zebras, elephants and giraffes. But yeah, this is the last night of this trip. It's been awesome. It's been a real experience, and I think having 3 nights, 4 days in the Serengeti was the right amount. I don't feel like I would have needed more, and I don't think less would have been a good idea. You could squeeze it in, but we had a good pace going, which was good. You could certainly spend longer if you went further north and further south and west, but I was quite happy with what we did. But yeah, so tonight, going to chill out, maybe have a glass of wine, just relax. Jeremiah, our chef, who has been absolutely outstanding, he is going to be cooking up a feed. I can't say enough about the food that these guys produce. Fresh bread that they knead the dough early in the morning and make it fresh over charcoal, and it's unreal. Very spoiled, very, very spoiled. Yeah, that's all for now. Let's just relax and enjoy this last night, ready for a good day tomorrow. Yeah, zebras, just casually.
Okay, we woke up to a bit of a foggy day. We just drove through some gnarly fog on the way down. Some of the worst I've seen, but it's cleared now, and we're just going into Ngorongoro now. So we have to drive down into the crater, and you can see way down there. Is this a World Heritage Site?
Sorry?
UNESCO World Heritage, I think?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. So we're gonna go explore. And looks like there's a couple cars that are here already doing their paperwork. That's where we're heading. Okay, so now we're heading down into the crater, which is actually a caldera. We go down 610 meters for a change. We've actually got a nice little semi-sealed path. It's only one way because we go out a different way. We're down at the crater floor. You can see the crater lake there. That's alkaline though, apparently. It's too salty that they can't drink it. But right over here we've got some lions already. In the background over there's an elephant cruising along. Yeah, 3 lions up there, just relaxing. There's sort of a forested area over here. This is a massive crater. See, it's really green in some of these spots. It's really cool. It's a different kind of landscape. You can see a whole lot of hippos over there. Really what everyone's kind of on the hunt for right now is a rhino. It's the hardest thing to find, the rarest thing, and they are in Ngorongoro crater, so we're sort of looking around to see if we can find one, and that would complete the big 5. As we come along, there's a hippo. You know, that's what it's like here. There's 2 hippos right there, there's a lion right there. It's just crazy. And then behind me there's tons of zebras, buffalo. It's really insane. But yeah, you can see two big hippos in there. Very dangerous. I think we're going to head around the other side of this hill. But up here I can see zebra everywhere. Ahead I can see buffalo, hippos. It's really beautiful. We've come up on top of a hill, sort of where we can see out over the whole crater. Golden's just looking to see if we can see a rhino. Apparently they mix in with zebras and other things, so just trying to scan the horizon, but it's a bit windy, and he said sometimes they sit down when it's windy. You can
see an epic view from here. Crater Lake. Amazing. Okay, so Golden was the first person today to spot
Unaona yuko mgongoni kwake?
spot the
Yule ndege
rhino.
ametoa mgongoni kwake.
2 rhinos. They're way out there. You won't be able to see them on the camera, but through the binoculars we can see them. And
Unaona wako wawili pale.
everyone's starting to come up now so
Yule
they can
ndege
see
ametoa
them.
mgongoni kwake umemchomoa.
It's hard. We can't get any closer because the road
Pale kwenye majani
the
ya
track
kijani.
is quite
Kabla
wide.
hujavuka kule kwenye uwanda kule. Kwenye haya majani ya kijani hapo kuna
That's the
ndege
big
utamwona
five.
yuko mgongoni kwa jamaa anatembea nao wako wawili.
But they're really hard
Yaani
to see.
usiende huko wewe hapo maboko si watakuwa kama wako
So quite often the rhino will be in amongst the zebra and buffalo, so it's worth checking to see if you can find them. A lot of wildebeest. We just came around the corner and found this elephant here.
He's on mask. He's very aggressive when he's in mask.
He's apparently a bit aggressive. He doesn't want to let us past. He's just blocking right in the middle of the road. Oh, fucking hell, yeah, I can. Jesus. So apparently he's on heat at the moment, and Jesus, it, oh my God. Yeah, you can smell it. Wow. So there's glands that come out the back behind his eyes, so I think that's where the smell comes from.